Hello, welcome to another episode of MiG-21 with Pinto. We are going to be talking about your air-to-ground missile options today. We have two air-to-ground missiles in the MiG-21. We have the KH-66 beam riding missile, and we have the KH-25MP anti-radiation missile. So I've set up a little bit of a mission here. Took off from Zadar. There are a Salmon depot right here. Um, so right now we are right here, and we're going to be coming in right here. We're going to launch at KH-25 right here, and then we're going to come around and do a KH-66 at the depot. When I actually plan out missions for myself, this is typically what it looks like. And if I didn't do this, I'd probably die, because it's just how my brain works. Anyways, so we're going to talk about the KH-25MP first. I have those on the inner pylons, pylons 1 and 2. In the outer, we have the KH-66s. KH-25MP is an anti-radiation missile. It can only be fired Mad Dog in the MiG-21. So radar doesn't matter. As usual, we have to set up power to pylons 1 and 2, 3, 4. Turn on your missile heat before you take off. This I use as a missile safety, so I'm going to leave it off till right before we launch. I forget sometimes though. I have the radar warming up. Yeah, so in order to actually launch the KH-25MP, we have to set our knob to S24, not IR-SAR. Switch it to S24. And that's how we launch those. They're a little bit different. I'm not sure how exactly they did it in the real one, but that's how we're doing it in this one. Sorry, we want to check something real quick. Here we go. The KH-26 is fired using the normal IR-SAR mode. So, but we're going to start with the KH-25. We have this set to ground because we're shooting at the ground. I'm going to flip that to SAR even though we don't need it. We're going to need that later for the KH-66. So that's pretty much all there is to KH-25. They kind of tend to angle up from your noise direction, so shoot them a little bit lower than you think you should. When we get to the KH-66, that's actually a beam riding missile. So we need to have our radar on. And if you look, there's a fixed beam switch right here. We're going to flip that to fixed beam instead of off. And what that does is it locks the radar forward and down 1.5 degrees. So exactly where that pipper is where our radar will be pointed. Normally the radar, scans like this. It does a pattern around. This just locks it forward in one position. So yeah, we are at our first turning point up there at the top. We have our KH-25s queued up and ready to go. Might see the SAM pop up. KH-25s have a maximum range of just over 22 miles, 22 nautical miles. Not very far. They don't go very fast. They can target aircraft. They can target AWACS. They can target GCI. Anything with a radar they can target. Because we're firing a Mad Dog, they don't discriminate targets. So if you're firing towards friendlies, be careful, because it will attack the first thing it sees. They're a little bit sketchy, a little bit dangerous. But yes, you can attack aircraft with them. Just past that far ridge over there is our launch point. You can attack aircraft with them. They don't maneuver very well. They don't have a high G-load tolerance. But they can. Get going a little fast, give it some speed. So that crosshair on the gun sight right here is where the nose is pointed. So you can kind of use that to gauge where you are launching. So once we get up and over this ridge, we'll go ahead and launch it. Might overspeed here, and be careful. Goes okay. Countermeasures are on. Going fast. After you launch one of these, your rolling tendency is going to be pretty high. Just due to the asymmetrical load. So you need to be careful. I'll demonstrate that here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and launch one of these bad boys. Turn on our safety, and here we go. So that one got launched. So if I let go of the joystick, it's going to roll quite a bit. Hope I don't die. Oh my gosh. So it does take some practice, or just be careful. I really hope that hits that SAM. So SAM does have its radar on, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and just back up. Crap. Worst possible time to black out. Okay, so 01, I do not know. That should be the SAM. I really hope that's the SAM. Dropping chaff like it's candy. Alright, so you can see the explosion way off in the distance. I'm going to go ahead and launch another one just in case. And that'll give us some control. Okay. Alright, you're annoying. And it should be turning off because it's dead, but oh my gosh. Why did it shoot the depot? See, I haven't been counting my flares and chaff. I'm out. Crap on a cracker. See if we can evade this sucker. I have my second afterburner on. Okay, so we're safe from that one. Let's see if our other anti-radiation missile gets it. If not, I may just have to pause and destroy it so we can move on to the KH-66s. Okay, so there we go, 0.0 meters from the S1. I need to figure out why that depot was emitting radar signature, because it's just a building, it shouldn't be emitting radar, but whatever. Okay, so let's move on to our KH-66s. I'm going to go ahead and set up 3. We've had our radar warming up for definitely enough time. Flip that on, we're good to go. Turn on fixed beam mode. So you'll notice, what is going on with my trim? Okay. So let's, good gracious. Alright, so let's turn fixed beam off. I'll turn on my autopilot. So you'll notice there's 2 radar contacts right there. Okay, so it should be lined up with it. I know I'm using the radar, it shouldn't be, but whatever. There it is, okay. So quickly flip to fixed beam mode. Take the off, we're gonna aim. Fire, there we go. Oh crap, remember what I said about asymmetrical loads. That was a terrible shot. Try it again. Another terrible shot. Anyways, that's how you use the KH-66. It takes a lot of practice to use that. I am definitely out of practice. So that is your air-to-ground missile options. We also have rockets, we have guns, and bombs, all of which we'll go over in a later video. So there you go. Good day, comrades.